taking shelter and listening to the rain cleanse the earth.
Halapan. Cepat lah, Vega. Mana भूख मत लगी.
Not too far now.
Network. किधर है चेस्ट किधर है अच्छा ये क्लेंस करके इसको क्लेंस करना पड़ेगा अरे हो जा इसको लेना ही है
Treasure hunting, a valiant endeavor.
ये तो होना ही था सब कुछ नीचे पड़ा है क्या होगा आर्टिफैक्ट
This is the place.
It's so well hidden, but there's nothing spooky about it. Let's go inside and take a look.
रिमाइंडर्स अक्षय लाइव बिकॉज देयर आई एम मोड। अच्छा अक्षय के चैनल पे मॉडरेटर हो। I got her last night as the second 250 win after Imaginarium Theatre। मैं भी बस ऐसे उधर उधर एक्सप्लोरेशन कर रही थी, मेरे को लगा भाई प्रिमो मिल गए, थोड़ा सा कर लेती हूँ। चलो, मैं तो लाइव स्ट्रीम भी नहीं कर रही थी और ना ही मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम नहीं कर रही थी, रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं कर रही थी, जस्ट ऐसे मैंने पुल किया क्योंकि मैं 50-50 लॉस हो गई थी। रुको देखने दो, ये देखना अभी। तो मैं 50-50 लॉस हो चुकी थी, ठीक है। फिर मैं लाइव में भी बोली थी कि भाई फिर से गधा मुझे रिस्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा, ये वो। और जब मैंने वापस से 10 पुल्स किया तो कोलम्बिना निकल आई, तो ऑब्वियसली ये लॉस भी हो गई और विन भी हो गई, एक तरह से इसे देख सकते हैं। क्योंकि अगर वापस से ये सीन हो रहा है तो मेरे पे वो कैप्चरिंग रेडियंस मेरे को मिल सकता है अगर ऐसा ही होता रहा तो। क्योंकि मेरे को ज़्यादा नहीं निकालना पड़ा, जितना मैंने सोचा था उतना ही प्रीमोजियम मेरे को लगाना पड़ा इसमें। तो फेयर चीज़ है ना। देखो ये यहाँ पर ये 50-50 लॉस हो गई और ये 7 पीटी पे मिल गई मेरे को कोलम्बिना, तो अच्छी बात है ना। और वैसे मैंने 60 पुल किए थे, हाँ याद है मेरे को। अभी देखना, क्योंकि मैंने वरेसा के लिए सेव किया था स्पेशली। देखो वरेसा मिल गई थी। कैप्चरिंग रेडियंस मेरे को मिल सकता है अगर 3 बार कंटिन्यूसली मैं 50-50 लॉस हुई हूँ, अभी पता चल जाएगा। आजा। ओके, ये दूसरी बार 50-50 लॉस हुई। कैप्चरिंग रेडियंस देखना है बस मेरे को अपना। नहीं, अभी चांस नहीं है कैप्चरिंग रेडियंस का, क्योंकि एक बार लॉस हुई फिर विन हुई, लॉस हुई विन हुई। अगर वापस से मैं लॉस होती हूँ ना तो उसके बाद मेरे को कैप्चरिंग रेडियंस मिलेगा और मेरा कंफर्म होगा वो बैनर। तो मेरे लिए बहुत बढ़िया चीज़ है ये। अगर तीसरी बार, देखो मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ, अभी मेरे को कोलम्बिना निकल गई, ठीक है, ये अर्ली थी, बट बेसिकली देखा जाए तो मैं कंटिन्यू 2 बार लॉस हुई, ठीक है, एक बार जिन के ऊपर, एक बार ये डिया के ऊपर। सो अगर मैं फिर से लॉस होती हूँ तो उसके बाद जो मैं बैनर पे पुल करूँगी वो मेरा कैप्चरिंग रेडियंस रहेगा। तो इन्वेस्टमेंट मेरा एकदम बढ़िया चल रहा है अभी, कोई टेंशन वाली बात ही नहीं है। मैं इस आईडी पे ना बहुत ज़्यादा लकी हूँ, इतने सारे डीपीएस मेरे पे पड़े हैं ना, जस्ट मैं पुल करती हूँ ना कुछ निकल जाता है, पुल करते कुछ ना कुछ निकल जाता है, कुछ करना ही नहीं पड़ता मेरे को। और मेरा एक दूसरा आईडी था, यहाँ से नहीं देख सकते नहीं, तो मेरा दूसरा आईडी इतना घोंचू जैसा था ना, उस पर मतलब कुछ निकलता ही नहीं था, हार्ड पीटी था। मेरे को लगा कि भाई बिगिनर लक काम कर जाएगा, उस पर कुछ निकला ही नहीं। फिर आईडी मैंने छोड़ ही दिया, भाई तू जा, दूर रहे मेरे से। चलो थोड़ा सा डोमेन कर लेती हूँ, फिर ये स्टोरी कंप्लीट हो जाएगी। काफ़ी टाइम बाद ये हाइथम की स्टोरी कर रही हूँ। जब भी करती हूँ ना तो वो अचानक से आ जाता है स्क्रीन पर, तो मेरे को करनी पड़ती थी। लाइक अगर मैं एक्सप्लोरेशन कर रही हूँ तो उस एरिया में अगर अल्हाइथम होता है तो फिर करनी पड़ती है, और उसका मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम नहीं कर पाती थी, एक्सीडेंटल हो जाता था। रुको, वॉइस बहुत ज़्यादा है, ओह डीपीएस है। नींद चुराई थी किसने,
sensor nearby.
Did he get separated from us? Should we wait here or turn around and look for him?
There's no need for that. Let's keep moving.
Alright. We'll continue in and see if he catches up to us.
अरे भाई कौन बोल रहा है कि ये जो वर्का है वो ही सिर्फ डुअल ब्लेड चलाता है, ये भी चलाता है ना? नहीं, ये तो थोड़ी देर के लिए, बट हाँ है, ऐसा पहले भी हो चुका है। वैसे वो तो क्लेमोर है, खिलौनों के जैसे चलाते हैं क्लेमोर कुछ कैरेक्टर, जैसे कि हमारी नोएल है।
It's okay, Ilyas. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why is no one willing to go public with the truth?
जानी, बुआ वाली जानी, मेरे को नहीं पता यार इसकी स्टोरी क्या है, मेरे को नहीं पता, क्योंकि वो बार बार ना कोई भी एरिया होता है उसमें अल्हाइथम की स्टोरी होती ही होती है। लाइक सपोज़ कि मैं अगर आरा कर रही हूँ तो एरिया कंटेंट बाय समवन एल्स ऐसा करके आता है, फिर मैं जाती हूँ और स्टोरी स्टार्ट हो जाती है। तो मेरे को खुद को नहीं पता कि भाई ये स्टोरी कहाँ पर जा रही है। एक बार तो ऐसा हुआ, एक टाइम पे 3 स्टोरी एक ही जगह पे चल रही थी, अल्हाइथम और ताइनारी और तीसरा साइनो, हाँ तीनों की स्टोरी एक ही जगह पे चल रही थी। तो मेरे को बारी बारी सारी स्टोरी करनी पड़ी। तो अभी ताइनारे की स्टोरी में क्या चल रहा है मेरे को नहीं पता, अल्हाइथम की स्टोरी में क्या चल रहा है मेरे को नहीं पता। बाकी साइनो की स्टोरी मैंने पूरी कंप्लीट कर ली है, दोनों की दोनों अच्छी है।
He shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application, and whenever the project hits a wall, he asks you for help. Everyone knows what's going on.
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be the end of the project. Too many people would be affected.
But he's obviously taking advantage of you. He throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right! Why are you putting up with this?
A lot of people warned me to not say anything, and I think they have a point. This is just how things are. All I want is to graduate without any problems. It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort, countless all-nighters, and casual threats and insults, all for a measly 20,000 mora? He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked out while Ilias was connecting to the collective consciousness.
Connecting collective consciousness?
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The hive has long been finished. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias is now returning to the collective. Not entirely. Keep walking and you'll see why.
मैं प्लेस तक की इधर अरे भाई कुछ गड़बड़ कर दी मैंने, गड़बड़ कर दी मैंने।
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gua. Wait.
Here you are.
Surge. Three moves converge.
Flicker.
मजा आ गया, मजा आ गया, सच में मजा आ गया।
It's completely different from what Ilias said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
I'll hate them. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
काटा मुझे चुभने लगा हूँ। मैंने क्या तेरा बिगाड़ा बहन, आने दे मेरे को उधर एक बार, बताती हूँ। आजकल के बच्चे हमें निकालने की बात कर रहे हैं।
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how many people you brought down?
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
छोटा भीम वाला राजू,
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
ये तो वो कैसा बोल रहा है, राजू राजू जम तो स्ट्रेट, राजू राजू बोलो ना भाई, राजू अपना अक्षय कुमार, राजू ये क्या होता है, राजू जम टू स्ट्रेट, राजू। अच्छा होगा जानकी का प्रोनाउंस अच्छे से करे। ये लोग क्या करते हैं ना, वो जितना भी अंग्रेजी लोग होते हैं ना उनको दे देते ये डायलॉग बोलने के लिए, तो उससे अच्छा रहता कि नेटिव लोगों को, जैसे डोरी का नहीं किसका हाँ डोरी की जो वॉइस एक्टर है ना, अरे किसी का ही तो वॉइस एक्टर अंजलि ऐसे करके है, तो ऐसे इंडियन लड़कियों को अगर देना वो रोल, इंडियन लोगों को अगर वॉइस एक्टिंग करने का, तो अच्छे से वो नाम प्रोनाउंस कर सकते हैं। लेकिन ये क्या करते हैं, अंग्रेजी लोगों को एक साथ डाल देते हैं, चाहे कोई भी रीजन हो, तो गलत प्रोनाउंसिएशन हो जाता है, खास करके इंडियन नाम में बहुत ज़्यादा, क्योंकि वो द और ड वो दोनों को प्रोनाउंस नहीं कर सकते। वो द को ध ऐसे कुछ बोलेगा, जैसे रुखा देवता नहीं, वो रुखा देवच्छा ऐसे कुछ बोलेगा, तो सुनने में भी कितना अजीब लगता है हैं। और इसमें ना एक चीज़ है, द्वारका नाथ ऐसे करके एनपीसी है, ठीक है, सुमेरु सिटी में द्वारका नाथ। तो जब मैं देखने गई ना कि द्वारका नाथ लड़का होगा, लेकिन वो लड़की है जिसका नाम द्वारका नाथ है। तो नाथ शब्द होता है द्वारका नाथ, वो लड़कों का होता है ना, लेकिन उन्होंने क्या किया, द्वारका नाथ लड़की का नाम रख दिया। वो भी ऐसी वैसी नहीं है, वो वहाँ पर गार्ड है। तो हाँ, अजीब लगता है यार, लोग कुछ करते नहीं है, फिर क्या बोलते हैं, वो इफोर्ट नहीं दे रहे हैं, खास करके जब ये इंडिया या अरेबिक ऐसा कुछ चीज़ आता है ना, तो उन लोगों ने ज़्यादा एफर्ट नहीं दिया है, कमाल करते हैं। saying you don't care, Raju jumped to his death.
It's a shame. What happened to him? I thought he was stronger than that.
रुखा दे बैठा।
Everyone has been working hard to complete the project. He could have endured for a bit longer, but he chose now, of all times, to...
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, the Matra are putting Johnny on trial. This project is done for. None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass, we might not be able to graduate. Do you understand now?
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did you see this time?
None of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people, myself included, needed this project to complete their studies?
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your words for when we see him.
डोमेन के बीच में हूँ।
Book learning alone is not enough to cultivate intelligence. All those scholars in the academia are prime examples. Wait. Whatever.
कुत्ता सुअर ये सब आपस में झगड़ते रहते हैं।
with us.
There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all. Wait.
हे प्रभु
Alias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, we can't make exceptions for heroes, now can we? Maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers. Getting a reputation for being too unconventional will not stand you in good stead in the long run.
I understand.
Run.
You seem troubled. Who are you? Where are my manners? My name is Suraj.
Suraj, I've heard of you before. Do you need something from me?
The world hates people who don't fit in.
इसने आंखों पे
Imagine you've
क्या
had your
पहन के
fair share
रखा
of
है
trouble.
VR हेडसेट इसने लिटरली VR हेडसेट पहन के रखा है मेरे को ना वो वाला मीम याद आ रहा है वो इथर और अल्हाइथम का है ना जो वो याद आ रहा था पता नहीं क्या है लेकिन VR हेडसेट जैसा लग रहा है इसको लगता है मैं बहुत कूल लग रहा हूँ बहुत अच्छा लग रहा हूँ बोंदू लग रहा है इसमें ये हो where are my manners? My name is Siraj. Oh, look at me, I'm so cool boy. कैसा लग रहा है मेरे को इतनी हंसी आ रही है इस पे मेरे को पता नहीं स्टोरी में क्या हो रहा है और अचानक से ये आता है आंखों पे VR हेडसेट पहन के वही डायलॉग से भी ध्यान हट गया अभी वापस से पढ़ना पड़ेगा
After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized and shunned. Even your family can't understand your actions. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge into a collective. That way, your life won't be so dolorous. How about it? Wanna have a go?
पाइमन लिटरली अभी एन वर्ड बोली। लाइक अगर हम ऐसे उस तरह से सोचने जाएं तो ऐसे गीगा जर्क। यूट्यूब का एल्गोरिदम अलग से नाम मेरे को पकड़ ले, लेकिन मैं गीगा बोल रही हूँ जैसे पाइमन अभी गीगा बोली। गीगा जर्क, यू आर सच अ गीगा जर्क। हे यू गीगा जर्क। मैं क्यों बोल रही हूँ ऐसा तो कितना मैं अभी भोंदू लग रही हूँ ऐसा करके।
I can't believe it! He really did trick us! That giga jerk! No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk. No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. No, Siraj is the real giga jerk here. Ilias is just a regular jerk. Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him and we're gonna make him explain himself!
ओहो, क्या करना है? ही हा के चक्कर में पता ही नहीं चलता कब क्या कर रही है। गिरना मत, गिरना मत, गिरना मत, गिरना मत, गिरना मत। Giggle thumb. Hey guys, look at me. I'm the giggle thumb. Skibidi. Oh, Colombina. Open your eyes. That's a glitch. That's a glitch. Where is the blue bottle? 457 and 445. One bottle 547. Bottle 547. Wait a second. Bottle. Oh, I do have 455, but never heard of two of them. कौन से बोतल की बात कर रही है? पता नहीं। Oh, so cute. My name is Kadambina Hyposedina. Kadambina Hyposedina. Hyping. Siraj. My damn dog. Oh. पाइमन को निकालो, गेम में से निकालो, पागल कर देगी मेरे को किसी दिन। अभी सर पे गिरता।
You've come.
Yes, you come.
I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness because I
Chup.
wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvaville that the second thing I must do occurred to me. Bring you all here to throw off the mantra and bring Alhaitham to the hive. That was my task as Siraj number 36.
You were already Siraj number 36? But you passed the mantra's lie detector test!
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time, even my identity and assigned responsibilities. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. I chose to delete those memories. It's difficult to fool Alhaitham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had deleted my memories of its completion. It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as number 36. Now, only here can I be true. That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back into the...
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilyas, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilyas?
Hey, who are...
That is Siraj.
So you're that Giga Jerk!
Giga jerk? Huh, how bold of you. Have I done something to offend you?
You...
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the academia to build a collective consciousness. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks amongst themselves. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought. This is what they have chosen. All I've done is fulfill their wishes.
You're just trying to justify yourself.
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the outside? There are researchers at the academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle and listless. People are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering setbacks. Isn't that right, Ilyas? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social creatures to conform. And the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Replace the bees with humans, and this model becomes even more potent. Welcome to the hive, Alhaitham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project before the Grand Sage. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. You don't care about the pain of others. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis into reality.
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. Plan to install me as a sage. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. We are able to execute complex undertakings while instantaneously modifying our strategies in response to unexpected situations. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, I'll use my growing influence to turn the collective consciousness into a legitimate study. The project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No. The hive will be in control. And it will lead the academia towards a new future.
We won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilyas's mind.
टांगे तोड़ दूंगी
Return
तेरी.
to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait!
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the academia? When you leave, tragedy will repeat itself. Return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting words don't make life any easier.
Ilias? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as all Hatham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But you don't realize that most people simply want easy lives. I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. This proves that I know more about human nature than you do. Alhaitham, do say a word or two. I will consider them as your last.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilias returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members. This includes his perception of me.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise to new conflict.
So that's it. Wait, so you knew that Ilias would return to the hive? And then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj. Wouldn't expect any less from you, Alhaitham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to... wait. It's back to normal already.
Alhaitham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Did you really think that your little scheme would be enough to destabilize the hive? Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but such a meager drop cannot give rise to waves. Your struggle has been in vain, and it's time to end it. Allow me to show you what makes the collective consciousness so formidable.
So many monsters. Where did they come
अरे
from?
फिर से फफूंदी आ
And
गई.
something...
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved. Much like now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You...
Hey, Alhaitham? Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some time for the recipient to receive it. You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance in front of us.
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't know how you get so confident, but we'll hold him off for as long as we can. Whoa.
Tell me what you see. I'm free. Here you are.
Alhaitham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. It must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly cannot shake the collective stability.
Farewell. Flicker. Time to say hello.
Wayne.
Here you are.
He won't hold out for much longer.
he's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong in the academia. The mantra.
Hả?
A moonlit night for all.
Scatter.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
चलो सिस्टम हैंग हो गया.
Here you are.
Ring cutter. Wait.
Get out, bro.
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Error? Judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment. But Siraj is the most intelligent one. He is number one. His judgment is the optimal one.
Not necessarily.
What have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down in the list! Siraj is a liar!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but he ultimately followed the collective consciousness's judgment. Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. However, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon encountering negative emotions. The disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the Overmind.
Setbacks in the plan further amplify doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the collective to generate negative emotions.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication. But in the hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all of this. A few words were enough. Believe in the power of words, Siraj.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness, even back then.
Apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be very well hidden, as humans generally do not share completely transparent channels of communication.
You knew that Ilias was the bait all along? But how did you know? Since when?
I knew it from the moment I saw him. Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always been objective. You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a resolution.
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. But if you're saying that out of sympathy, spare me. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius. Nobody likes being treated like that.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you, someone who doesn't fit in. However, I've never placed myself on a pedestal. I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost. You can take me back to the academia and stand trial.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people isn't in my job description. I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to escort you away.
Tyno? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left a letter? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Cyno. So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start!
best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never employed any mode of trickery on you.
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method discussed therein, your vision may improve. Do you need it?
Seriously? This guy? By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let those jerks get away!
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons, and we've already arrested many of Siraj's associates. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, Alhaitham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. I'll leave the arrests to you all. See you.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
Oh no. I was involved in all these plans to get rid of the acting Grand Sage? What came over me? How could I do something like this?
We were accomplices without knowing it. But I'm afraid that Alhaitham might pressure the Matra into giving us heavier sentences. Whether he's the scribe or the acting Grand Sage, we can't afford to offend him. It seems our future at the Academia will be full of uncertainties.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collective left me with a strange sense of guilt. I didn't feel anything towards Alhaitham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinions I heard about him were negative, though. Siraj made us hate Alhaitham, and we blindly accepted that hatred and thought of him as a bad person. From how things look, we've done a lot of irrational things.
I guess we're getting what we deserve.
Oh.
Could you help us apologize to Alhaitham?
Sure, Paimon will help you tell Alhaitham, but whether he chooses to forgive you is up to him.
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better. If he chooses to remember this, we're prepared for our punishment.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
Primogem?
So, were they all doomed? We can ask Alhaitham about that.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life as Ilyas goes on. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. Looks like I can't exist. When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth.
Hello, Mohit bhai. स्टोरी क्विस्ट हाँ स्टोरी क्विस्ट ही है.
So in the end, I lost my sense of justice. But I also...
Ilyas?
Don't be sad. I'm the one. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment the hive collapsed, And I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into, understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Alhaitham and not care about what anyone else thinks.
You can do it.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? Also, please apologize to Alhaitham for me.
जा तू जा भाई अब कितने दिनों से इसका
All the
थोबड़ा
test
दिख रही
subjects have been taken away.
है साइनो
I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation, and destroy the system. Are you too hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
so sweet of you साइनो my dear so sweet of you
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
मुझे यहाँ पर चोट लगी है मेरे को थोड़ा सा मरहम पट्टी कर दोगे प्लीज
Get some rest. Alhaitham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Go see him when you're done here. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of, come find me at the academia.
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino.
बाय
Let's go meet up with Alhaitham.
प्रिमोजम मेरा प्रिमोजम बस प्रिमोजम मिल गया हाँ चलो स्टोरी समझ में नहीं आई लेकिन प्रिमोजम मिल गया
The matter's settled. We can return now. I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. This took much longer than I expected. Judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now, so I'm not going to field any questions.
Hey, we're not your colleagues.
You couldn't tell that was an excuse just now?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base.
भाई नहीं जानना मुझे नहीं जानना सिराज के साथ क्या हुआ
See ya.
बाय थैंक यू
Hold it right there.
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject.
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Oh, shit. खूबसूरत सफर सपने हकीकत हो रहे हैं हो
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. And... Huh? Who are they?
अरे बाप रे कावे मतलब इसमें इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था हैं मैं तो बोल रही हूँ कावे और अलहदम दोनों मेरिड ही है
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're that person from that time in that one place!
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey!
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Alhaitham? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Alhaitham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
But aren't you friends with him?
I wouldn't say friends exactly.
क्योंकि ये उसकी वाइफ है, वो फ्रेंड से बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़कर कुछ है.
Okay, well, we used to be, but we're not anymore.
क्योंकि अब हम दोनों की शादी हो चुकी है, अब हम दोस्त नहीं रहे. मैं तो कुछ भी बोलेगा ना, मैं उसका उल्टा ही सोचने वाली हूँ. कुछ भी तू बोल ले.
Don't worry about it. My name is Kave. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
मैं तो बोलूँगी.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Sumeru will make Paimon shut up.
और लिटरली घूस मांग रही है कि भाई मुझे पता है कुछ तो हो रहा है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा पैसा अगर दे दो तो शायद मैं चुप हो जाऊं अपना मुंह बंद करने के लिए. मजा आ गया.
Are you serious? How could you? Of course. You're all Hatham's friends. Don't worry about it. My name is Kave. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Sumeru will make Paimon shut up.
I wouldn't say friends exactly.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
ये
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions instead?
वही चीज़ मैं भी बोलना चाहूँगी. वर्ल्ड क्विज को वॉइस क्यों नहीं कर रहे, हमको क्यों वो सब पढ़ना ही पड़ता है. हमको भी, हमें भी जान है, हम भी इंसान है, तो हमको क्यों वर्ल्ड क्विज पढ़ना पड़ता है. उसको वॉइस क्यों नहीं किया, ये बताओ पहले.
Paimon wants to know, how did you know about the collective consciousness's weakness?
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject prohibited by the academia. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his approach too conservative.
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people, and even tried to get rid of you!
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects as tools.
That's way too dangerous. You're not seriously considering that, are you?
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, I would have felt his work to be just as senseless. It's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans without their humanity cannot be called humans. That's why the academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contrary to evolution.
Paimon gets it now.
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably...
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager. At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Alhaitham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided, right? Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age. If you're not gonna read them, tidy them away. They don't belong there.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh, yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers apologized to you. They hope that you can forgive them.
I bear them no ill will. More accurately, I don't really care about what they think of me. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The Matra will take this into account at their trials.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't have the courage. He apologized to you, too.
It doesn't matter. I never considered asking him to come forward with the truth. Judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. Criticizing the brave only shows how weak you yourself are. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. You only started investigating with the Matra at the Academia because you were interested in something, right? But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or his experiment.
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective consciousness with him. I now understand the reason.
Something to do with the current atmosphere at the Academia, I suppose.
Correct. The fall of the Sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply affected the Academia. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Paimon understands now. Oh, you're pretty serious when it comes to work, huh?
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do. He didn't deserve the outcome that he had received.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back to being its scribe. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input, his unstable model would have collapsed for some other reason, so it makes no difference.
But why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but this process is long and takes far too much time. If I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. This job isn't something I want to spend the rest of my life doing.
Pretty clear direction for yourself.
It's important to keep your priorities straight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's about time. You two should grab some dinner as well.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies!
See ya.
हुई खत्म स्टोरी.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the academia haven't gone mad, they'd know that I'm much more suited to be a sage than you.
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again. You'll be back at rock bottom.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it? I'd have been better off catching up on my work. I still have designs to finish.
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have to pay me back eventually.
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home. Word will get out sooner or later.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right? Tell them to keep all this a secret.
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be.
फैला दिया रायता. वो सीन देखने के लिए मुझे 10 प्रिमोजन मिलने चाहिए थे एटलीस्ट.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell.
He isn't someone
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the academia pressures people by labeling them as
पूरा सीन
geniuses.
वापस से आ
But
गया
even
लेकिन
so, the academia can't be left
घुसना
to
नहीं
you.
दे रहा
Or perhaps I should say that I'm
And I suppose that
Again,
घुसना
that's
नहीं दे
but
रहा
my
रूम में
sound.
Wait, what?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You
I took time out of my day to...
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to...
What? Are you trying to annoy...
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want.
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming feature?
Artistry, for sure.
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drink?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off buying random furniture unless you take me with you. Of course.
But why would I do that?
Can't you just be nice and not...
Pretending that you're not in debt is a...
Speaking of which, your friends won't say...
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern had you spilling all your beans.
What? No, it can't be.
चलो रूम में घुसने तो नहीं देंगे किधर इधर था यहाँ पर ही चलो अब दूसरी स्टोरी कर लेती हूँ अरे बाप रे अभी तो नींद आ रही है ऑलरेडी You start performing फार्मिंग अच्छा फार्मिंग बोल रहा है नहीं चिबाई नहीं चाहिए मुझे चिबाई नहीं चाहिए स्टोरी ट्विस्ट का रेपुटेशन नहीं है इसमें।
Witness the power of Gua. Know my sword.
Farewell. To dust. Night falls.
Rain outlines your fate.
अरे हो गया कंप्लीट 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 कंप्लीट। चलो बढ़िया है।
Military supplies for the Nervites must be distributed appropriately.
Is there a new request from the academia?
Every time I talk to those scholars.
Military supplies for the Nervites must be
चलो नहीं तो आज का कमीशन दे दो।
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
कोलंबिया की स्पेशलिटी कौन सी होगी? ओहो सर्च करना पड़ेगा। Spermifera. कातिया तातिया तातिया टोपे, कातिया तातिया टोपे किधर है? लोकेशन किधर है? कातिया का लोकेशन किधर है? Obtained from Katia in Speranza Space Speranza, ऐसा कुछ है भी या नहीं? स्पेरांसा कुछ है जैसा कुछ है या नहीं है पता नहीं, लेकिन मैंने सुना है कातिया नाम बहुत सुना है, अभी सुना है। कातिया ऊपर है ना कातिया। शुगर स्कल्पचर कोलम्बिना। कातिया कातिया ये रही कातिया। इसमें 3 डिश ऐड हुई थी, मैंने वो ली तो ले लिए। हर्बल कैंडी नहीं, बेरी हर्बल कैंडी नहीं है। बेरी हर्बल कैंडी तो इस अच्छा है हर्बल कैंडी है। अच्छा हुआ यहाँ पर देखना है, वरना मुझे पता भी नहीं चलता। अभी बेरी हर्बल कैंडी थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा ढूंढने में। हाँ ठीक है, ये भी बना लूँगी। कोलम्बिना के फ्लावर चाहिए। ये मैं कल ही बोली थी, शायद कल या परसों, कि भाई ये तो इसमें तो कोलम्बिना के फ्लावर लगते हैं। ओके, तो ये करना है मेरे को बस ऐसे ही। तो भी ढूंढते हैं। ये ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है, लेकिन ये उसका मैचिंग है तो अच्छा।
Yes, it never hurts to try a bit harder.
हाय, इसके फुटस्टेप के भी आवाज आ रहे हैं। क्या किया इसने अभी? हैं? वो देखो वहाँ पर कैसा आराम से बैठा है।
Another 3 reports finished. Time for a breath of fresh air. Did they make you write reports in the Adventurers Guild too? Alas, then we share the same misfortune. I have never been able to get used to the endless cycle of report after report. I dare say we had no such custom in the Nod Cry of old. Of course, I understand why they are important, but this process of repeatedly describing in laborious detail things that could easily be summarized in a single sentence, it is exhausting. The mere thought of the outstanding reports I have yet to finish is simply... No, I mustn't. These things are necessary. I should focus on that. A dutiful Ratnik must write his reports. A little longer here, and then I'll get back to it. Just a little longer.
ओह अभी दिया की स्टोरी करनी है भाई, क्या कर रही हूँ मैं। ये तो लंबा चलेगा। When war song rise, द द्रा द्रादर द्रादर छोड़। हाँ तो छोड़ो, ये तो लंबा चलेगा। मुझे गेस नहीं करना। दिया क्या करूँ पहले। इसको खोल लूँ पहले। अरे भाई ताइनारी का स्टोरी भी बाकी है अभी तो। ओह नो, ओह नो, ओह माय गॉड, नो नो। और कितनी स्टोरी है, बीच बीच में छोड़ दी थी मैंने। ओह अभी इसमें तो बहुत लंबा जाएगा। As it turns out, the mechanical crab है। अच्छा ये उसकी स्टोरी है ताइनारी। अरे वाह, तभी खत्म हो जाएगी। क्या हुआ? कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा। ओके हो गया, हो गया। क्या क्या गलती की मैंने? ओके फोकस करना है इस पर। हो गया। उसके बाद ये वाला लग जाओ, ये लगा, और इसके बाद यहाँ से यहाँ जा रहा है, यहाँ से यहाँ। अच्छा पहले ये वाला ओके। इजी था, इजी गाइस, इजी।
Careful. Some saurians like to hide in chests like this. Probably an introvert thing.
टमाटर, भिंडी, सब्जी, आलू सब कुछ दे दो मुझे। ये मेरे को बाद में कुकिंग में काम आता है, वो जब 20 डिश बनाने का होता है ना मिशन। इस बार तो कुछ नहीं किया मैंने। I'm just leaking.
Hey! Over here!
Hey, over here.
Come on, you big lummox. Raise your head and look up.
Rise and shine.
Let's set up camp here.
Alright, Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
Oh. Any particular reason?
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
You're not wrong. But the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher elevation keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent. You'll be in charge of making the fire, and Paimon will forage for edibles nearby.
Leave it to Paimon. Paimon's...
I'm not expecting that much. Just do what you can. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tainari, Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of weird-looking mushrooms, but Paimon didn't know which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than they were. Never mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest. I'll forage for food. Oh, you found some already.
Hey! Paimon understands it this time. It wants mechanical parts again.
Sorry, no part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, then it might start to take advantage of the system. I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later time. That is one reason.
It looks really sad.
After some further thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you. I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight. You two can sleep first. Son, look. I'll wake you up later.
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard. It's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so, poisonous insects don't come crawling into the tent. Have a good night. Not too good, though. You're still awake?
Paimon's getting sleepy. Is this because of the ley lines? It's been a while since we camped outside like this. This is like when we just started adventuring together. Nighty-night. This is like when...
You're awake earlier than I expected. Did you sleep well? You have to maintain constant vigilance in dangerous places like this. Yawning all the time like that is no good. If you can't stay awake, it's okay. Go sleep some more. I'm not tired yet. Really? You don't need to push yourself. I'm used to staying up all night, because many plant and animal species can only be observed during nighttime. Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell, my suspicion is less towards the crab and more directed to its unrevealed owner. A ley line effluence of this magnitude occurred without any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is very suspect. Topics related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontamod for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research. They proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical life form that could help humanity conquer nature. However, no matter which modules or parts are installed, a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They can never possess self-awareness like us or other living organisms. They proposed an intriguing idea. Use our knowledge to create a new and practical life form that could help humanity conquer nature. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological life forms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical life forms was thus banned. The irony is that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward. Who knows? Maybe the subject will be unbanned in a few years.
Hello, Meow, what's going on? किसका स्टोरी चल रहा है इधर? नाइदा है, नाइदा का है क्या? नहीं, नाइदा का नहीं है, ये ताइनारी का है। हेलो यू देयर, नो साउंड। ये बात नहीं करती है क्या? बात नहीं करती। ओके, आई एम लिविंग नाउ, आई ज्वाइन लेटर, सिया, हैव अ नाइस स्ट्रीम अहेड, थैंक यू। मैं बात तो करती हूँ लेकिन मुझे चैट देखने के लिए मुझे यूट्यूब खोलना पड़ता है साइड में से, मिनी विंडो में। तो मिनी विंडो में से चैट नहीं खुला रहता, तब तक मैं चैट नहीं देख सकती। यही बात है। ये बात नहीं करती क्या? बात होता है यार, ये बात क्या होता है? वो लाइक जब मैं स्ट्रीम करती हूँ तो मेरे को ऐसे साइड में से नहीं दिखता, ये बोल रही हूँ। मुझे वो क्या बोलते हैं, गेम टाइम मोड में नहीं होता जो यूट्यूब, तो यूट्यूब में से खोल के मैं चैट देखती हूँ। और इनकेस अगर पॉज बटन दबाना भूल गए तो भाई डबल डबल साउंड आता है। दिक्कत है यार ऐसे मोबाइल में से स्ट्रीमिंग करना। और ग्लिप से अच्छा कोई एप्लीकेशन भी नहीं है स्ट्रीमिंग के लिए, कंफर्टेबल है ये। भगवान।
I am interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers' attitudes.
सेम टू, मुझे भी डोटोरे पसंद नहीं है।
It's just my personal opinion.
My too.
My ancestors and the Veluca Shuna of the desert coexisted together and supported one another. The bloodline of my people was born from this symbiotic relationship. So to me, all life is important. To understand life, you must first respect it. Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia. Once you start placing yourself above other life forms, I mean, what kind of results do you expect to get from researching pure life with impure intentions? Life is not an expendable commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers, and why I left the academia. Really? Well, I'm glad to hear it. Coffee? Did you prepare this for us?
Looks like he wants a reward again.
All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not planning on using it? Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power. All right. Suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep. Leave it with her. The night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire night.
क्या बोली अभी? अच्छा.
Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. A quick question. Do you feel off at all? Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today. I'll take down the tent.
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame. Also, retrieve the pest-repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it! Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right, let's meet back here later.
साफ सफाई कर लेते हैं। एक यहाँ पर है और एक यहाँ पर।
All right, it's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination.
दूसरी टीम बनानी पड़ेगी।
Allow me to lend you some moonlight. Just what will we come across this time?
I've been waiting for you for ages.
May knowledge guide you.
ओहो, क्या मुसीबत है।
Yay! Playtime!
कितने एलिमेंटल मिस्ट्री है इस पे। हाँ। रे एक भी अच्छा पीस नहीं है मेरे पास।
I don't sing for...
As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Look, the rainbow! Grow, grow, grow!
For justice.
It stopped here!
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Leyline energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves? We're going in.
Happy to oblige.
This will be a productive partnership, I hope.
Time to broaden the horizons again.
ये क्या कर रहा है?
Pendek.
Mechanical monsters here. They make this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly. Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud. Who did you...
What is this?
Leyline energy is spilling out from here. This device. It's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
That's terrible! We have to stop it! Let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere!
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in leyline energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
Wait, you're also vulnerable to the ley lines, right? We're staying. We can't leave you here by yourself.
Then let's look for it together. If there's no control unit here, then there must be a trap door somewhere.
Kalu.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us! Show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
His body is cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken. Likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. Likely from lapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened here? Almost forgot about you. Here. This is the last one.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
It's huge in here!
This place is very secluded. It's a natural hiding spot. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
I see everything! Did you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years ago.
Tape recording?
Yes. The Spontamod created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. Okay, this should do it.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Karkata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the Academia?
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people, always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings.
Written on it. Let Paimon see. It's from...
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters? All right, there you go. Water entered the chela and caused it to short-circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
After Abatui left the Academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
Let's keep looking around. Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. It doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last two tape recordings. Let's watch them.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous. I've officially activated the third-generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice. This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... Of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Kakata, come help me. Strange. I feel weak. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control. Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the Academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. My research... Was there any point to it at all? I'm sorry, Kakata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical life form.
I see. So, the ley line effluence was an accident. After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. To Abatui, for a machine to truly be considered a mechanical life form, it must possess features similar to any other living organism. It should be structured similarly, it must be able to cry and laugh, and it must have the capacity for independent thought. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of as an experimental product, he would have noticed. Karkata can't speak, and yet it cares about Abatui far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit, but before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down. More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze. Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The land's here! Wanna try jumping down? Hey!
Let me read you a verse.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust.
I see everything. A moonlit night for all.
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the leyline extractor should also shut down. Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Karkata. Let's head back.
So, Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Karkata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned, and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But it can't repair its owner, no matter how hard it tries.
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. Who knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Karkata? Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tainari says you're awesome!
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's truly a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm gonna go confirm that the leyline extractor has shut down. Come with me. It's truly a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. Let them be alone for a while.
Make yourselves at home.
The leyline extractor has ceased operations. Traces of leyline energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. The purification devices will handle the rest. Moving on. Those affected by the leylines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for symptomatic individuals to find Kale. According to the Academia's policies, we need to bring everything back. Research materials related to mechanical life forms will all be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the leyline energy in the air exceeds normal values. Your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the Traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and, then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow. Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical lifeform research, the better.
Alright. Then, let's go back to Catherine.
Why are you still here? I'll take care of this. Go and report to the Adventurers Guild, and then get some rest.
I used to take long walks in Silver Moon Hall every day. So don't worry about me. I can keep up.
Committed to memory. Yeah. Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1. So the contaminated region turned out to be a ley line effluence deep in the forest. Things are already getting back to normal.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activities. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled. Oh, then how about we find Tainari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tainari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. We'll probably make him mad if we go now, huh? Alright then, we'll find Tainari tomorrow and tell him not to disassemble Karkata. How are you feeling? Sleep well? We should go find Tainari.
Don't you remember your adventure?
How do you think we should ask him? I see everything. Welcome, welcome. Surge.
I'm getting sick of this one. Wayne.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
The sky is clear again. We should be able to see the moon tonight.
Everyone hold hands!
Some people with actual competence for once.
Hey!
Shh! Keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect. It can also be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these two data sets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
Karkata?
I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
But Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's policies...
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine. I suppose I wasn't clear enough about this yesterday. What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place. Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spontamod. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidia Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Karkata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great! Wait, you just said life form. You recognize Karkata as a true living being now?
The possibility exists is all. It's hard to explain Karkata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am willing to believe in that. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively secluded. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
Everyone hold hands! I see everything!
When people at the Academia included me in a group photo, they would also send me a copy. I have zero interest in group photos, but I also wouldn't just throw them away. I stored them all in a box. After coming back yesterday, I looked through them and found one with Abatui. I gave it to Karkata and it seemed happy. That's good enough.
Got a job for me?
Witness my magnificence!
What is the situation?
Ready to rumble.
Look alive! Huh. Ha!
My people are used to the desert. Life.
I've been waiting for you for ages.
I will follow where you lead.